From space, our world is defined not by borders, but by the shipping lanes that connect us all. Colossal ships glide across oceans carrying the goods that fuel our lives: food, cars, phones. But this network relies on a few critical choke points: the Strait of Malacca, the Suez Canal, the Panama Canal. Now, a new canal is proposed in Southeast Asia, a project that could shift global power. China is leading this $50 billion effort, aiming to reshape global trade. The world is watching. If built, this canal could redefine the 21st century. The next era of maritime power is about to begin. The project has a name: the Kra Canal, or Thai Canal. The plan is audacious, cutting a massive channel through the narrowest part of the Malay Peninsula, the Kra Isthmus in southern Thailand. A man-made river connecting the Gulf of Thailand with the Andaman Sea, creating a direct maritime link between the Indian and Pacific Oceans. This idea has tempted kings and colonists for centuries, but now, with Chinese backing and modern engineering, it's closer than ever. The scale is immense, a canal 135 kilometers long, wider and deeper than both the Suez and Panama canals, built for the world's largest ships, supertankers, mega container ships, nothing too big. The channel up to 500 meters wide, 30 meters deep. Not just a ditch, but an ocean passage carved through jungle and rock. The cost, $50 billion, including deep-sea ports, industrial estates, and new cities. For China, the purpose is strategic, solving the Malacca dilemma. Over 80% of China's oil imports and much of its trade pass through the narrow, vulnerable Strait of Malacca, patrolled by regional navies and the US Navy. In a crisis, the strait could be blockaded, crippling China's economy. The Kra Canal offers a bypass, a secure, alternative route under Beijing's influence. It's a multi-billion-dollar insurance policy and a tool for economic projection. The canal is a cornerstone of China's Belt and Road Initiative, aiming to make China the center of a new trade network. By financing and building the Kra Canal, Beijing secures its supply lines and creates a new nexus of trade in Southeast Asia. China becomes the gatekeeper of a new global artery. The project is about more than moving ships. It's about projecting power and rewriting the region's economic and strategic rules. The Kra Canal is a bold move in a high-stakes game. The world is watching as China redraws the map. The future of Southeast Asia is being shaped, one channel at a time. Imagine today's shipping map. A vessel from China to Europe must squeeze through the congested Strait of Malacca, then cross the Indian Ocean. The journey is long, predictable, and vulnerable. The Malacca Strait is a global bottleneck, busy, crowded, and strategically vital. Now picture the world with the Kra Canal. That same vessel sails directly across the South China Sea, enters the new canal, and emerges into the Andaman Sea, saving up to 200 kilometers in 2 to 5 days per voyage. For shipping, time is money. This is a revolution. The canal would reroute global commerce, creating a new center of gravity for maritime logistics. Ports in Singapore and Malaysia could see traffic decline, while new ports and industrial zones rise along the Kra Canal. The entire logistical fabric of Southeast Asia would be rewoven. The impact extends far beyond Asia. Oil from Saudi Arabia to Japan, containers from Rotterdam to Shanghai, Somewhere, all would find the canal a faster, more efficient route. The canal becomes a magnet, pulling trade flows toward it. Businesses, investors, and governments would have to recalculate everything. The lines on the map represent trillions in trade and the strategic positioning of nations. The Kra Canal proposes to erase old lines and draw a new, more direct one. The world's shipping routes and the balance of power would never look the same. The stakes are global. The future is being redrawn. To grasp the Kra Canal's magnitude, compare it to the giants before its Suez and Panama. The Suez Canal, completed in 1869, linked the Mediterranean to the Red Sea, transforming trade between Europe and Asia. The Panama Canal, opened in 1914, connected the Atlantic and Pacific, eliminating the long voyage around South America. These canals defined the last century. The Kra Canal is designed for the 21st, longer, wider, deeper, and built for the world's largest ships. Unlike Panama's lock system, the Kra Canal would be sea level, faster, less complex, and future-proofed for even bigger vessels. It's envisioned as a smart canal, integrated with the latest navigation and logistics technology. The strategic goals are different too. Suez and Panama were built by Western powers to project influence. The Canal is a symbol of rising Eastern power, driven by China's need to secure energy lifelines and expand its sphere of influence. With China as primary financier and builder, it would gain unparalleled leverage over this new choke point. This is not just a commercial project, it's a geopolitical statement. The canal is a new symbol of power in a changing world. The East is rewriting the rules. The Canal would send shockwaves across the geopolitical chessboard. For the United States, it's a direct challenge to maritime dominance and leverage over China. A Chinese-influenced canal erodes U.S. control, giving Beijing a way to bypass potential blockades and project naval power into the Indian Ocean. This two-ocean access could alter the regional balance, forcing the U.S. and allies to rethink defense strategies. For Thailand, the canal brings economic benefits and new strategic importance, but also risks, as it becomes a focal point in the U.S.-China rivalry. Singapore and Malaysia face existential threats to their port economies. Emerging markets could benefit from lower shipping costs, but others may be left isolated. The canal is more than a trade route, it's a strategic corridor and a new front in superpower competition. Infrastructure on this scale is never just about economics, it's about power, alliances, and the future of the region. In Washington, the Canal is under intense scrutiny. Officially, the U.S. is neutral, but behind the scenes, it's seen as a key piece of China's strategy to undermine American influence. The U.S. could apply diplomatic pressure, offer alternative development, or strengthen alliances like the Quad to counterbalance China. Joint naval patrols and economic initiatives are on the table. The U.S. may also promote its own infrastructure investments to compete with China's Belt and Road. The likely response: a mix of diplomacy, military posturing, and economic competition. The game is on, and Washington is weighing its next move. The stakes are high in this new era of great power rivalry. For Europe, the Canal is both opportunity and concern. Faster shipping means cheaper goods and more competitive industries, but a Chinese-controlled canal creates strategic vulnerability. Europe must balance economic interests with long-term security. In Asia, reactions are immediate and polarized. Japan and South Korea see economic benefits but worry about China's military reach. ASEAN is divided. Singapore and Malaysia stand to lose, while others may support the project. The canal tests regional unity and forces hard choices. It's not just a Thai project, it's an ASEAN dilemma. The region must confront the reality of China's growing power. The future of Southeast Asia hangs in the balance. The Canal's economic impact would be profound. Shipping costs would drop, saving hundreds of thousands per voyage and lowering prices worldwide. Asia's energy markets would shift, with faster, more secure routes for oil and gas. New ports, cities, and industrial zones would rise in Thailand, attracting billions in investment. But regions like Singapore could see their economic advantage fade. The flow of global capital would follow the new shipping routes. Risks remain. The project's cost is staggering and profitability is uncertain. Environmental concerns could spark opposition and delays. The canal could be a story of prosperity or a cautionary tale of overreach. The economic ripple effect will be felt worldwide. The Canal is more than a proposal, it's a declaration of China's ambition to reshape the world. For over a century, Western powers defined the global maritime order with the Suez and Panama canals. Now, China is drawing a new line on the map. This is about control, anchoring influence in Southeast Asia, and breaking free from old constraints. The project is a generational play for dominance. The world stands at a crossroads. Accommodate this new reality or resist it. Southeast Asia is caught in the middle, navigating between superpowers. The canal's proposal alone has already changed the game. If built, it will signal a definitive shift in the world's center of gravity. A new era of maritime powers and Denny Ending. Be the same.